Hello, Victory Village, and welcome back to another episode. I got word of the story about Kelly Price. There have been some apparently misreports, um, just all sorts of things going on with the gospel singer Kelly Price. Remember when she came on the scene and she was singing R&B, and she had fabulous videos. With different celebrities or whatever. So she came on the scene, and we were like, who is this girl with this voice? And that was like years and years ago. I used to love her music and watch the videos, and she used to be extremely overweight. And then she started eating right and getting healthy and fit, and but at the same time, um it is known that she's been going through a lot throughout her career. So, sometimes music had to take a back seat. Now, here recently, she has been on Sunday's Best as a judge, and she's also released new music in the gospel sector, and that's wonderful. But this like kind of really upset me because I was like, what in the world is going on? When I heard about it, I said, surely Kelly Price can't be missing. There's a lot to the story that was not told. And I am going to leave a link in the description box um, of a report from Larry Reid Live, the Larry Reid Live show. Kelly Price's sister actually called in to talk about this towards the end of that video. I'll try to find the timestamp for you guys as well. But it just it's not good. It's not good at all. Um, and I'm gonna commentate um, some of the things that I learned a few minutes ago throughout the story, so we can get a clear understanding of what's going on, and so you guys can understand why my comments are like they are, why I believe like I do. So the gospel singer Kelly Price is safe after she was reported missing, her lawyer says. She went to a quiet place to recover after being released from the hospital where she was treated for Miss Rona. But here's the thing, and this was updated 2 hours ago, okay, by Dennis Romero, and this is NBCnews.com. Again, I will leave this report in the description box. This is the most recent one I read until I got a hold of the video on YouTube from the Larry Reid Live show, where again her sister actually called in to clarify some things, with Larry. So here we go. Noted gospel singer Kelly Price was safe Friday night after she had been reported missing in the Atlanta area where she now lives, and this is from her lawyer. So Monica Ewing said that she doesn't believe Price was ever actually missing, but that she did go to a quiet place to recover after recently being discharged from a hospital where she was treated for COVID-19. She's safe, Ewing said. She was released from the hospital with COVID, and she went to a quiet place and she's trying to recover. So the lawyer said Price was over the virus but still needed to get up to full strength in order to perform. She's got to rest and start the journey back to health, she said. So Sergeant Wayne Delk of Cobb County Police in Georgia confirmed that Price was the subject of a missing persons report, but said no details would be released, including who reported her missing. The 48-year-old singer spoke about contracting the virus on Instagram July the 29th. I wasn't feeling so well last night. It has come back that I have the virus and I am very achy. I have no appetite and I'm very weak. I can barely stay awake. Now, here it is, Friday, September the 24th. And so this report was for July the 29th. So apparently she got the virus one time, and according to her attorney, along with her partner, they are not married. The man has reportedly been keeping Kelly Price away from from her family on purpose. So she also said that she was praying that this passes quickly. So TMZ first reported the singer was missing, right? Price has had multiple gospel hits. Her song "Friend of Mine" from way back in the day, that is actually R&B, reached #1 on Billboard's adult R&B airplay chart, which we all remember that debut breakout song. So earlier this year, the record label Motown Gospel announced that they signed Kelly Price to a deal that included the spring release of her intended play record Grace, which I love. I've heard it on Sunday Best, and it's a beautiful song. She has a beautiful voice. I mean, it's like when you hear her sing, you know who she is. NBC says that the label did not respond to a request for comment. So here's the thing. Here's the thing. And let me go ahead.
All right, we listening to you.
I'm just asking everybody to pray. I understand that an attorney, I just got off of an interview, and I understand the attorney is stating that my sister is okay. We don't know anything until we physically see her. Okay, my sister, you all know her history. My sister is a very visible person. She's a very visible person. We haven't heard anything from her in months. She was sick, and she was very sick with COVID. This is unlike her. No one has heard from her. And I know everyone has their own opinions. I don't do stuff like this, but I am going to call in.
Gotcha.
Until we physically see my sister, we don't know anything. So I don't care who's calling in and saying what. Until we physically see my sister, then we don't know. I'm just asking people, please pray, okay? Because she still has 2 children, and it's just she and I. We lost our mother. We lost our sister 6 years prior. It's just she and I. And I know it seems entertaining to some people, but it's not. That's my family. That's my younger sister, okay? I don't do stuff like this, but I just wanted to call in and say, I don't care who called in and said what. Until we see Kelly for ourselves, we don't know if she's okay or not. All right, thank you. Just keep playing. Please keep praying for the family, okay?
Let me ask you this: I know she probably won't. I don't want to keep you here if you are overwhelmed, but I just wanted to know do you know how Kelly was doing mentally with all these losses that she's experienced this year?
She's doing the same way we all are. We've lost the majority of our family. When I say it's just she and I, it is just she and I. So she's doing as well as anybody. We lost our family. We're a small family to begin with. Now it's just she and I.
What are you doing are you talking to a therapist or anybody? How are you handling everything right now?
I pray. I'm praying and I'm giving it to God.
Why didn't nobody report her missing earlier?
But this is overwhelming right here.
Yeah. Why didn't anybody report her missing earlier if you haven't seen her in months?
No, we haven't heard from her in over a month.
Okay.
And yes, it was reported before Saturday, before I did the well check.
Okay.
It was a phone call that went in 2 weeks before. Okay. And there was a process. And then I did a well check on Saturday, this past Saturday. And there's a process. We're trying to work with the police. But it's time to go public.
Yeah.
We have not heard anything. We haven't seen anything from my sister. And I'm asking people, pray. Pray. Because until she resurfaces, we really don't know what's going on.
Kelly's 48. How old are you?
I'm 49. I'll be 50 on October 7th.
So you've had your sister in your life all your life?
Yes.
Well, this is what we're going to be doing. We're going to be praying. MBN Network, we pray every single Sunday at 8 a.m. Definitely going to put you guys there. And I hope that your sister will somehow hear you. I do know she knows about this platform. And I hope that she hears you and would at least just call you so that you can be confident and know that she is okay. And if she does, please email me, hit me up so that I can know, and we'll tell everybody to pray a different prayer now that we know that you know that she is okay.
Yes, I will.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
All right.
All right, guys. That was the gist of the phone call. If you guys want to, hear the whole thing again, I'm gonna leave the link in the description box for you guys, so that you can, listen to the full show. Shout out to Larry Reid Live. Thank you so much, Larry, for always reporting right on time. And this just goes to prove Larry Reid's reputation is stellar, because this lady didn't call TMZ, NBC, or anybody. She immediately called Larry Reid. So, that is amazing. Like, that really says a lot. We appreciate you, Larry, for your show, Larry Reid Live. I have been watching you for years. When I was on Facebook, I followed this guy. He just is really grown as commentator. And his facts are always on point. So this is a reputable, man, a reputable channel. You guys can definitely take his word for it. If he reports it, it's the gospel truth. Okay. So I'm always, anytime something like this breaks, I'll always tune in to see what Larry has to say. Sometimes reports, get through before he gets it, but just know that by the time the story, reaches him, he's going to have some cold hard facts. So this was, a blessing to actually hear an actual family member, her sister, telling us this. So regardless of what the lawyer reported, they're praying and they're asking for prayers, because until she sets eyes on Kelly, you know, she doesn't know. She doesn't know. And I can understand that. I can understand, if my sister or my child or somebody was missing, I don't care what you say. You need to let me see my sister. You need to let me see my family. I think that the boyfriend, if it's true that he stepped up and he's, refusing, any visitors, whatever, he is dead wrong. At this point, you heard the sister say this report wasn't just, given. A missing persons report, happened days ago. So from her Instagram post, Kelly Price's Instagram post of her, in July, saying that, she was hoping that the virus passed, and it seems like she's gotten it again because she was in the hospital. Anytime your family goes to the hospital and they have to stay for a duration, it's not like going to the emergency room. She's in the hospital. That it's serious. When they admit you, that it's serious. So I'm praying for Kelly. I'm praying for her sister. The grieving and, everything else that she's going through. I can understand if she does need a break. But I don't understand why she wouldn't tell her sister that, hey, I'm, at the cabin, I'm taking a break or something, it just doesn't set right. And then of course she's got the new record deal, and she's working on that album so it can be released, this year. If you've ever followed, Kelly Price, when she had a reality show and stuff, her music is number one. Now you've got her sister and her two children who have not set eyes on Kelly. The only person who has reportedly set eyes on Kelly is her boyfriend. Now, I don't know about y'all, but my gut tells me that he is overstepping his boundaries, kind of like Tamar Braxton's old boyfriend when she ended up having to go to the hospital for self-inflicted, I'm just going to say self-inflicted, reasons. We all know why. And her boyfriend did the same exact thing. Nobody had seen her. He was the one that was talking to the media. Sometimes these, boyfriends and these girlfriends, these friends can overstep their boundaries. And we really don't know if the boyfriend spoke to the lawyer or if Kelly spoke to the lawyer. Um, you know what I'm saying? We just don't know. So, by hearing the phone call from her sister gave me a lot of clarity. Um, Honor her request. Pray for Kelly that she returns home safely, that there's nothing, physically or mentally, wrong with Kelly. Maybe she is just taking a break, but I'm praying that she reaches out to her sister or her children, even though, she may not be able or ready, to see them face to face, but just a phone call, it's just kind of strange that, a phone call wouldn't happen. So, anyway, keep this family in your prayers, you guys. Remember to keep it safe out there. You wear your mask, use your hand sanitizer, gloves at the pump. Remember, always live on purpose. Keep this family in your prayers, and thank you guys so much for spending a little bit of time on with me, so that I could give you this information. If there are any updates, I will let you guys know. All right, have a good night, guys.